nice chill time.
Mic check, mic check.
Pop that beer,
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock. And you're watching Chelsea and Tony live. And today's theme is sports and athletics and all stuff like that. You can do sportraiture, you can do pictures of dancers. So submit right now so you can get your photo seen at sdp.io/submit. And this show is made possible by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. Guys, they have beautiful award-winning templates. You don't have to be a crazy talented designer. You just gotta drag and drop. It's really that easy. And if you don't believe me, you can try it today for free. No credit card needed, none of that tricky stuff. You just go there and try it. 14 days free, and if you want to buy it, you can use the coupon code PORTFOLIO to get 10% off. Can't beat that.
Thanks, Squarespace. If you have a Squarespace portfolio and you want us to look at it during the show, go to sdp.io/link, and we'll literally look at your pictures live.
We'll literally use our eyes to look at it live.
Chelsea, you might have to pull your mic in a little bit. You're kind of far away there.
Yeah, but I was using my hands. I need to gesture. That's a part of my language. Is that better?
Let's say hi to Chris Reddy out in Rochester, New York. He's looking at your comments. He's sending them over to us. He's screening your photos too. How you doing, Chris?
Doing great. Doing great.
Do you have snow there?
Spring and 0.
Same here. Weirdly.
Yeah.
We were all bracing for a huge storm. We were supposed to get like a foot. We went and did the early grocery shopping, and I made sure to charge up my electric snowblower and everything, and then nothing. Kid got off of school, nothing. We had to sit around.
Nothing.
Justin is hi Justin.
How's it going?
There he is. He's making everything work.
Yep.
I want to say hi. You can use hashtag TC Live on Instagram or Twitter. Justin could put stuff on the screen. Next week, Wednesday, right?
No, next week is Thursday.
Oh, okay.
And the theme is colors. Colors is the subject. Just because there's colors in your photo doesn't mean we want to see it. Make sure colors are what is really making your photo stand out. It's going to be a fun one.
Like spot color?
Stop it. Stop. Okay. And then I just want to warn y'all early that April 4th, which is a Wednesday at 3 o'clock, so a day early and a few hours early, Kyle Wolf, the amazing and talented, I know, and super generous photographer Kyle, is going to be here to talk about astro and night photography. It's going to be a good one, so put it in your calendars now. Go in, set a reminder. You don't want to miss it. Kyle's going to be so good.
You know, one of the things Kyle used to always do is every week he would take a picture for this next live show. So I encourage people to do that. Get out there, take a picture focusing on colors this week, and then get ready for that astro night because you might have to wait around the weather, make sure you get some stars and stuff, get a clear night sky.
People always say, I'm uninspired. What should I take pictures of? Just do this theme every week. Do colors. You can do that in your house, outside, anywhere. Make it happen.
Every week we set our favorite pictures as pics. You'll hear us give pictures of pics.
Oh, this is a pic.
And then after the live show is over, you can visit sdp.io/vote and pick your favorite picture, and that person gets a gift certificate. And this week it was Ethan Allen.
Ethan Allen. And every time we hear his name, we say it's a furniture store.
That's why I looked at you like she's going to make a reference to furniture
I just don't want to break that tradition that I have with you, Ethan. I feel like it might be rude.
Our rapport, yeah.
And Ethan.
Amazing abstract shot there.
You win a $20 gift certificate to our store. You can get a super dope t-shirt like Justin's modeling there, and you could be as cool as Justin. You could get an ebook.
It'll take more than that.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction. Or a paperback book, or use it towards something else.
There's not a lot of the news today while people are sending their pictures in. But I wanted to point out, this is just a rumor, but it looks like a pretty reliable leak that the next Phantom is going to have interchangeable lenses on it. And I think this is such a big deal because right now, cool. Drones, they all basically have like a smartphone camera equivalent. Like it's this kind of fixed angle. And as a result, all your drone shots end up looking like a drone shot. And, you know, even my smartphone now has a couple of lenses on it and it can zoom in. So I'm excited about this. I did want to say we have an Inspire with interchangeable lenses, and it's kind of a pain because you have to get up in the air to kind of scope the shot out, and you can't really zoom while you're in the air. So you have to be like, oh man, what I really need is a wider angle lens here. I need a telephoto lens. So then you're coming back and you're swapping lenses out.
It takes a little more thought, a little more prep. It takes a little more, but presumably you could get a better shot.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about the possibilities. And I think that's about it. Let's take a look at some pictures.
We'll import some pictures. Chris, do you have any questions from people?
Yeah, we do. We got a couple of them. So, how would you shoot dog action without environmental clutter messing things up?
Dog action?
Erky kind of shots, dog portraits, dog action.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Erky's going to go crazy, but we actually filmed a whole video with him on this, but I think we just messed up like we didn't have enough footage or something. But some of his tips were you choose an area, like we went to the beach and that was a sandy area where you could get low and you could get eye level with the dog and use a shallow depth of field. And then you can get like stuff like flying everywhere as they run, like sand spraying in the air, and the background is clean. Maybe you're not near a beach. Probably most people are not. You could do the same thing in like a field, or you could use like a dirt road. There's all sorts of places, but pick a somewhat clean background outside, their natural environment, and then let them run.
Yep. Telephoto lens, zoomed all the way in, so put some distance between yourself and the animal, and that'll blur the background out some, make a smaller background. Here's a shot of a couple of runners. I think it's a good all-around shot. There's not really any distractions. The background is nicely blurred. It's like very tightly cropped.
It's a little, it's a little stuffy to me. These guys are moving to the left and the frame is just like cut off.
Yeah.
So it kind of stifles that action. It makes me feel a little claustrophobic.
It's
so open it up.
Too tight, right?
Yeah.
We don't say that too often. I also want to say with action shots, the shutter speed is so important. And you're at 1/1000th here, which puts you at ISO 800. And I can see like a visible amount of noise. I think you could have gotten just as much clarity out of it at 1/500th, or maybe even like 1/400th or 1/250th. So experiment with that shutter speed. Find the slowest shutter speed. If you get a little motion in the extremities, like the feet or the hands, that can actually be a good thing. But think a lot about the shutter speed. Try different variations. It depends how close you are, how fast people are moving.
A shot on goal. You've got the ball in the shot. I think that's important.
Is this lacrosse?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like not a sport we had in Texas. I don't think I've ever seen lacrosse. I think this is a fantastic shot, right? We have like the entire story here. You have this person lunging in. It's great action. You have they call it a goalie?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yep.
A wicket? This is some kind of British game,
Justin,
isn't it?
You're getting crazy over there. You be careful.
The little snickerdoodle here is going into the wickety whack. And the British people are funny. I'm going to give this one a pick. Good work, Adam, with your weird British sports. Okay.
Wow, I love all of the dirt flying.
Yeah.
It brings movement to the shot.
I just wish it was tilted back. Like I wish this were the bottom of the frame and we could see a little more of the sky.
Yeah.
Because the dirt in the sky does make it so interesting. As it is, I don't know, man. I love this shot.
Call me man.
I kind of want to crop those guys on the left out and just.
Oh, I was going to crop out the guys on the right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
let's
I think
have a
you're right.
crop
Like
fight.
you
Let's
have the
have a crop.
photographer in there.
Yeah. Let's
You
get.
don't really need that.
Yeah.
But great shot. I think 1/1000th here is probably the right choice because we have some amount of motion in it still, but really like freezing that dirt counts. You know what? You get a pick too.
Oh.
D.S. Peterson.
Oh, you're out of control.
Everybody gets picks.
Look at this child drowning.
Oh, Chelsea, that's so dark.
You're like, Chelsea, you need to stop. You need to get a hold on that. Okay.
Yeah, it feels a little bright, right?
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. Again, watch that shutter. I bet you could have gotten away with 1/250th, and that would have let you shoot at a lower ISO, but noise really isn't a problem with this image.
I like the unusual angles in the shot, and his arm matches the line with the blind buoy majigger.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Composition, no distractions.
Kyle
What
Medina.
is this sport?
He is
What
being
is going
pulled
on,
by
Kyle?
a horse.
Ski during?
And is he?
Have y'all ever seen
Is
this
he
sport?
Oh, he's collecting rings.
Oh yeah, ski jousting. Yeah, it's like an obstacle course. Only you're skiing and you're collecting things. On your pretended.
Okay. I am not living my life to the fullest. I learned today.
No, there's so many sports I didn't know about. Well,
Okay.
that's a really cool shot, Kyle. It's good. You know, this is the focal point here, and it's not cluttered up. It's kind of separated from the background, so you picked a good angle.
I like
love all
that
the
there's
snow
an
going
American
everywhere.
flag. Like people couldn't have guessed that only Americans could do this. Like cowboy pulling a man skiing, spearing some things.
Dang, he's
Oh
awesome.
man, can't fake the funk.
I like this shot a lot. It's clearly, you know, somebody's got a driveway basketball goal, really dramatic. I think we miss focus on it a little bit. Looks like it focused in the back.
How could you
but-
focus on someone this intense?
Yeah, you know where he's going to be. He's going to be at the
Impossible.
goal, so focus first and lock that focus in. I don't know how this relates to athletics, but it's a very cool. That must be an athlete statue.
I don't know. It's I don't know. Let's just go. Whoa. I guess real men do wear pink. Okay. I think that the colors are maybe a little off because this white horse looks a little bit dingy. See?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think about the angle. I'm wondering if it would be better with a lower angle or if that would just introduce too much clutter from the crowd.
It's a great moment that they got.
Yeah.
With the horse's legs kicking up. The background is so colorful and cluttered that it's hard to separate your subject from the crowd. So maybe you're at F5, an even more shallow depth of field may have worked, but I mean, that could have made it more difficult to get the shot. Oh my gosh, his hat. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. There was so much clutter in the background that I almost didn't see it. I just wish for a little more subject separation. So you might, if you can pick where you are, you might pick a cleaner background, or you might just invest in a faster lens, like a 200 millimeter f2, something like that.
This is an iPhone shot, and it's a nice one. We've got clearly a professional cornholer.
That's
what-
another sport that I'd never heard of in Texas, but I have played it since.
At least that's what we call it here. Do you people play this where you are?
Yeah, Chris.
Tony and I played in a tournament. Didn't do well. Gonna be honest with you.
Well, if I'd stood where she is, I probably could have done pretty well. Little cheater.
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
Dang, this is dramatic. Awesome shot. I love all the dirt getting kicked up. I'm sure this guy wants this photo. Great shot. Look at the histogram. You can see it's a little washed out. Like there were no highlights here. We definitely could brighten it up some, lower the black some, just generally increase the
whoa.
contrast a little bit.
Oh,
Not quite that
sure.
much, but
Oh, you did. Oh, you done gone too far, Tony.
great shot.
Ooh, this is great. I like the background blur. It's not too distracting. I like the turf here flying up.
Yeah, this is really nice. I just want to dodge the football a little bit because you almost don't see it. So maybe just raise the shadows there, just reveal a little more of it. Here we can definitely see the football. There's something weird going on with the colors, though.
I'm going to keep moving because I feel like we got a lot this time.
Okay. This is a good shot. I've shot a lot of kids soccer because I have a kid who plays soccer, and I know how hard it can get, how hard it can be to get a good shot. I think you're actually standing on the field now, which is smart. You can go ahead and shoot during a practice or something, or maybe they just have a really big telephoto lens, because you have the goal in the background. You know, you have this golf cart in the background. That's kind of always a problem, but overall the action is good. You have like a really good moment here. Great shot. And oh, yeah, that's good. Perfect. I almost said something about the settings, but you nailed it.
Never seen this sport, tug of war, like this, but I think you captured an intense moment.
Yeah, though it's a lot of flash, right?
Yeah, that kind of adds to it though, and I like how everyone's just arranged so nicely in the background. It's
Yeah.
so formal for such a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
shot.
this one a pick. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely compelling. Oh, I like this. This is a nice little bit of storytelling with the hat in the foreground.
Oh yeah, those Eagles fans. They're all hyped up.
Yeah, they are.
I like that picture.
Good shot.
Ooh, different kind of. Is this kind of the sport?
It's a beautiful shot. I love the lighting and everything.
Okay.
Uh,
Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf.
Frisbee
Nice
golf is
shot, Troy.
pretty fun. I like that so you have the Frisbee in the shot and then you have her leaning, like you can tell she just threw it.
Yeah, and you can see the Frisbee. So the whole part of the story is
The
there.
story is there.
There might be a frame a little bit earlier where maybe her hand is out and she's kind of releasing it, but
Yeah.
keep it on continuous, and then you get lots of different frames to choose from. Because with sports, like, you just can't take enough shots.
Pancake day races.
Okay.
Okay, finally a sport I can get behind.
Yeah.
Wow. Where is this and how do I become a part of it? I like the intensity. He's licking his lips because he knows he's going to eat that pancake later.
Yeah.
You caught a moment where it's up in the air and then the guy smiling in the background. I just get a sense for how much fun. It's like self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Really
great
good.
shot.
Ooh, I love the color contrast.
Yeah, skiing is so great because you so often have these fantastic views. Do watch your exposure. There's a lot of just white space in the foreground. You could definitely crop that in a little bit. It doesn't hurt if you can get a little lower, maybe push them against the horizon a little bit.
You can see if I were to bring down the exposure even more. Oh, maybe not. You can see the snow flying up behind him. James, this is a good action shot.
The feedback I can give here is a little bit of planning. Like, that they're going to be running to this base. Get yourself in a place where you can see them and you have a little bit of a cleaner background, because it does look like there are clean backgrounds if you just move to one side or another, or maybe even like stood up a little bit taller and just had the grass in the background.
I like that he got the ball in the shot.
Yeah, and this is another one of those times where, keep it on continuous. You got 10 frames a second in your D500. Maybe the next frame was a little bit better. You probably picked the best one, but you can't have too many shots.
Saved it. Look at that puck.
Where is
Not
the
today.
puck? Oh.
Not today.
Yeah. I almost didn't see the puck, and that's such a crucial part of the story. Maybe one of
I
the
saw it
earlier
right away.
frames, but
I saw it immediately. I have puck vision.
Chelsea got it.
While we're on that shot,
Yeah.
there's a question about, do you have a specific recommendation for a hockey specific camera under $5,000?
Hockey specific.
Well,
So
in other words,
it
they
might-
shoot a lot of hockey. It may have been this guy, but they were looking for a great camera to shoot hockey.
Under $5,000. How convenient. The A9 is $4,500. That doesn't get you a lens.
No lens, but
I would definitely pick an A9 for this. It's full frame, and you're at ISO 8000 here, so you're like going to get a bunch of noise, and an
I think
APS-C camera would show a lot more of
dynamic
that.
range would be very important because they're on the white ice
Yeah, that can be true.
but all rinks are dim.
and dim, so good low light capabilities.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd go for an A9, or if you need to be less, because if you need the lens also at $5,000, I'm trying to think.
The A7 III, how does that sensor compare?
Well, that's what I was thinking of. I think an A7 III might be my next recommendation. It's such a new camera that I haven't thought about it. Like the D500 is kind of the same price and it's excellent, but it's APS-C, so there's going to be a lot more noise. So maybe the next step would be an A7 Mark III. Yeah, her reaction is definitely interesting. I wish I could see a little more of his board.
Wow.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
great action shot.
Very cool. Ooh, I like this one a lot. I'm giving this a pick.
Okay.
Good clean background, good colors.
Oh, great composition on this. Let me just move that out of the way. Maybe I want a little more contrast in here. Just raise the whites, drop the blacks a little bit. See, a little more contrast. Great shot.
This guy seems nice. Okay. I'm going to raise the white so that his skin is brighter. Just add a little contrast. So you can see before it was a bit washed out.
Yeah, and again, think about the background there.
Ooh, I love the movement in her skirt and the position of her hands. That's really nice. Good. I'll give that one a pick too. I think that's nice. Ooh, I love the colors. The silver against the blue. It's very clean. Is he in a salt flat?
Maybe that's
Very
cool.
cool.
I
Pick.
wish there were a little more space around the edges. You could actually expand the canvas in Photoshop and use the content aware fill to fill it in probably.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pick.
Yeah, that one's got to get a pick too. Great shot.
I love his expression. It's what's your...
Yeah, but the ball is there in the foreground. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Very cool. Sailing. All right.
Oh, that's awesome too.
Chris, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah.
This is a great shot.
Yeah, just the right amount of movement in the ball. You nailed the shutter speed at 1/800th.
Nice clean background. The people are part of the story but not distracting. I think we got to give that one a pick.
Yeah, that's an awesome shot.
Yeah. Would you guys ever consider, or have you considered doing workshops here, there, or anywhere like Matt does?
We did one in Thailand, and we did a trip, and I don't know. I think it's something we might do again. We had fun meeting everyone, but I think we'd want to keep it small because we like just having that one-on-one time, and that can be really difficult with a group. We kind of had a hard time feeling like we could really talk to each person for a long time.
Yeah, it's hard. I also always feel like when we make a video, we can literally show it to 1 million people.
Yeah.
And if you do a workshop, you dedicate so much time, but to a smaller audience. So it doesn't feel like as efficient of a way of teaching, but at the same time, you have a smaller audience, but the connection is so much deeper.
Yeah.
And I also think as teaching a workshop, as a teacher, I would get a lot out of it by more personally understanding what an individual struggle
You're
is.
getting real-time feedback from the people.
I guess the answer is we don't have anything planned, but we talk about it all the time.
Yeah. We talk about it. It's possible. We should just do something in Connecticut. And then if people can come here, they can come here. It was really difficult to travel that far. We found ourselves wanting more gear, but then once you start having to transport that much gear, it just logistically gets more difficult. So maybe something small in our area.
Maybe.
This is cool. I like the
I thought
action.
the shot was awesome. I cropped it just a little bit because there was just a little bit of a distraction there in the corner. But
Maybe that's getting too abstract.
perfect shutter speed, just the right amount of motion, made it interesting. That's the kind of thing, remember, got to experiment with that all the time.
Oh,
Whoa.
didn't go well. Fail.
Another great shot. I wish there was a little more room in front of the batter.
That's not how you use that. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's cool. That's a good picture.
I wish I could see more of what she's doing.
I think she's riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
And I love it. She's wearing like a tutu and a cat's tail.
Yeah.
She's got her braid out. She's cool. Ooh, I like the nice soft light and her pose and her expression. This is different. I'll give this a pick. I like
job.
seeing something different. This is a very dreamy skateboarding shot.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love the lighting here and the general mood. I think I might even want to crop the bottom out a little bit. It's nice and square for Instagram, which I think works, but
I'm gonna give it a
awesome shot,
pick.
Great mood.
I'm in a pick kind of mood. Oh, wow. The winner is number 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the spot color helps that one.
They probably thought that like the fence was very distracting.
Yeah.
Wanted the car to be the subject, but
Yeah, who knows what the color of the
I don't
fence
think it's a
was.
part of the story. Dang.
Yeah, a lot of distractions in the background.
What's that guy doing there?
This guy's doing an awesome dunk,
Does
but
he
there's
have
a
an
dude
eagle
in a
hat?
chicken hat, and then people kind of disinterested in the background.
I have no idea why this guy's doing something amazing. And
You know,
then
What we
so
could do
confused.
is like really get in tight here, and
But I like his whole body pose. Now it's just like, is he standing on a stepladder? I mean,
well, I think people who know basketball know that he,
Tony, just admit it.
What's
This was a
happening?
bad choice.
no.
And why would you crop out the guy with the chicken hat? I mean, I have no
Okay, you're
idea.
right. There's never a situation when you want fewer people with chicken hats in a picture. Dang.
Wow.
She really got some distance there.
Oh, look at what she can do to her feet. That's what always gets me about dancers. I'm like, what? It's amazing. Of course we'll give you a pick.
Great shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the light behind her.
Yeah.
Um, something about the processing. Like, I don't know if you pulled the highlights down or for some reason the light on her face looks a little flat.
This is like good, but unsettling a little. Okay.
That's good. I like all the turf flying up. I think from the side it might have been better. Plus we have that kind of building in the background and that can be a real distraction there. So just think about that background a little bit. It's so easy with sports to get so focused on your subject.
Oh, these horses are overexposed.
Is this polo?
No, this is horse broom. It's a sport not a lot of people know about.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorites. Let's play with colors. You know, sometimes if there's an element to the photo, you could, like yellow, if you chose this, if you wanted to make the ground a little darker, but not the horses, you could just bring down that a little bit.
Yeah. Or you could pull the hue.
You could.
Oh, that's my favorite trick.
Oh, now it's
ugly. Green. There, you just fixed the lawn.
See, you don't need fertilizer. You just need the hue slider. I wouldn't go too far with that, guys. That's when things start to look ugly.
You want to do chit chat?
I like this pick. Yeah, let's do chit chat.
Okay.
Oh man, the most infuriating part of the show, chit chat. When I'm forced to read your infuriating comments, and quite frankly, it should be a crime.
Wow, way to set that up, Chels. I'm sure people are excited to hear it now. Speaking of,
oh, it starts with a nice one.
Yeah.
Darn it.
You guys have the best job in the world. Yes, we do.
We have
sometimes.
I love my job so much. I'm very grateful, but some days I'm like, why do people write these things to me? Okay. Another nice one. Okay. You just set me up to look like a real jerk, Tony. Aaron said, bought their book on Amazon Kindle, and it's the perfect for beginners and novice level photographers. Even has quizzes at the end of each chapter. Loving it and learning a lot. Thank you, Aaron. Tony, stellar plug. Props to you.
Oh, thanks. sdp.io/store or sdp.io/s if you want to get it from Amazon. It's our photography book. See, people like it.
I like this comment because, well, David said, I was impressed with how much you managed to cover at a nice, smooth pace. Not too rushed, but also did not drag. Good and casual interplay between the two of you. Well done. I always like it when you guys are like so on the inside of what we're doing. You know, it's not just like, that was fun for me to watch. He's like, there was a lot going on. Okay. There was a lot of good chat, good chemistry. Lighting was good. Like, I feel like our viewers especially are very on the inside of what we're doing. They're like, well, what's that lighting? What camera are you shooting this with?
Yeah, well, a lot of them are making videos themselves, too.
It's weird. I mean, it's weird as a content creator. I don't hear that from other types of YouTubers.
Yeah, to make videos for people who make videos, it's extra hard.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh, these were the comments on this Miguel video, you guys. I was losing my mind. This guy is
Well, this guy was too. I am just furious. He's furious about this nice little 8-minute photography tutorial we put together.
Because he's saying it's not a one light setup because there's ambient or constant lighting used here.
And he also says it's not a one light setup because it's on a seamless, and I don't understand what he's saying. And then this is not a one light shot. The studio has a ton of soft light already, and there are no dark shadows in any of the shots.
You could probably take one light out of the title. Nice video, but that's not a one light setup. Not when you're using perfectly balanced studio lighting. Cool tips and everything, but he's not shooting with one light. It's like, do you guys get together and think of the most annoying thing to say? This guy made me laugh. Gavin, I don't know why I won with all that fire, you guys, but I kind of wanted to show off. Oh, but anyway, so this was so crazy because it was a one light shoot. It was one strobe, just one, with a light modifier, and then all of the ambient light in the room, when you're taking your pictures with the strobe, you adjust it so that you don't see that anyway. So it's not a part of it. The ambient light, you don't want that to be a part of your picture because then you're not controlling the light. That's the whole point. How can someone be so ignorant and confident at the same time? It literally blows my mind.
Yeah, so I would have said things differently. I would have had Miguel address the fact that there was light in the room because all of us as photographers.
Who takes pictures in the dark?
The first thing he did was he adjusted the light on the strobe and he said, okay, I'm killing the ambient light.
Yeah.
And none of us thought anything about it. We all knew exactly what that was. But people watching don't understand that if the strobe is 10 stops brighter than the ambient light, then all the light falls to zero.
Who would ever argue that you don't have a one light shoot because there's light other places in the world? Like if you went outside and took a strobe, you wouldn't say it's not a one light shoot, you use the sun. Like that's bananas. Where do people get this crazy confidence? Like whatever happened to just asking a question? I would have been like, what happens to the ambient light?
That would be a great question.
I clearly don't know something. I'm going to ask a question. Like this is what was blowing my mind this morning. I'm like, I have to respond to all this and actually be polite. That's when I just want to be crazy.
But no photographers go into a completely dark room, a completely black room to take pictures. Nobody does that. We all have some amount of ambient light, and then you just turn the flash up enough that it kills the ambient light in the photo.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be stumbling around in darkness when you take pictures. That's just not how it works.
It's fine.
And we were shooting a video, so of course we needed some ambient light. And it was not beautiful studio lighting. We were using the like fluorescent bulbs that are like 20 feet over our head. They're just, in fact, I mean, normally you kill the lights when you film something, but we didn't bring video lights.
I think it annoyed me so much because I feel like people were riding the high of that last video about sensor size, and then they get in conspiracy mode and they're like, wait a minute, suddenly everything's feel wrong. Like question like all of the wrong things, but in an angry way.
Yeah. Just try to absorb a little bit from it. Ask questions instead of getting mad. Like just ask questions. If you think we're wrong, like ask, hey, what's going on with this?
Speaking of, I did ask someone, I'm like, is this like a question that just came up on your own, or did you read the other comments and then wonder the same thing, or is there someone else somewhere questioning this? Because I genuinely wanted to know, like, why would you get 10 of the same nonsensical questions? That's what's so weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard back from them yet, but I am genuinely curious why that happened.
I do wish before people wrote a comment, they would just scan the other comments to see if somebody said the same thing, and then just, if they did, just give it a like.
People do that, and then they make the same comment again, I've noticed, because if we have like, we can have like a really nonsense comment like, Tony's lapel is like weird. And then once 10,000 people can see the video, and then once one person says it, then 20 other people will say it. So there are some people kind of intentionally copying other comments, which is also very strange. YouTube culture is scary.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the most hostile of any social network.
No, Reddit can get so dark.
Oh, that's true.
I straight up left
Twitter,
Reddit.
come on now.
Oh, Twitter can just be
Twitter.
Like so few characters, so much pain.
Yeah, YouTube is pretty bad though.
Never ever go to 4chan. Just don't do that.
I don't go there, but what is it like there?
It's like for people who think that Reddit is too like rosy and nice.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. It's like a more cynical Reddit.
Wow.
Okay, we have a lot of portfolios to choose from today. These are Squarespace portfolios. This is our sponsor. If you want your own awesome Squarespace portfolio, go to squarespace.com/Tony and you can get yourself a discount. This is Charlie Wetzel. Can we see Charlie's info first before we look at his portfolio? Okay.
A portrait and wedding photographer based in Madison. Cool.
Okay, but I see. There's his pricing. Okay, awesome. You have information about yourself, a picture, and then lots of pricing info, and pretty good prices too. We just put out a video on pricing.
I like that his picture is very like personal, and you feel like you know him already.
And I love this template. I really do. I mean, it kind of threw me that I had to scroll down to actually see anything, but it's so modern. I really like it. I need to actually check this out for myself. I'm a little jealous. This is the portfolio page. I love that you can just see everything by scrolling. The new generation of Squarespace templates use scrolling because it's much more modern rather than having to click left.
I do find it easier. I like this portrait a lot. She has such a warm, genuine expression that Charlie got out of her. Okay.
They also look great on mobile devices. More and more, a higher percentage of people are browsing from smartphones and tablets, so you have to kind of factor that in. That means vertical shots will work really well. You also need a layout that kind of combines them like this. So
you know what they're good at is getting genuine expressions out of people. I'm seeing so many portraits where the people, they just have bright eyes and very sincere smiles, and that's something that's hard to teach someone, and you seem to be nailing it. Ooh. Wow, that picture is very cool. I would put that higher up.
Yeah, maybe raise the whites though. It could be a little brighter. All right.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very creative.
I like that there's a lot of creative portraiture here. I think people looking for portraiture would perceive you as somebody who's going to do something a little non-standard. Like you have some standard kind of headshots and wedding shots in there. But at the same time, there's also a lot of really creative work. And I can definitely see that people would land on your portfolio and want to hire you.
This is your Insta. I like that too. I know where I can follow you and see more things.
Wait, is the Instagram like embedded or
I don't know. Is that
are these just pictures? Oh, I see. It links through to Instagram.
That's cool.
Cool. So they linked up their Instagram onto the page.
Charles.
Awesome. I don't even know what feedback to
Your
give.
portfolio is simple. It's unique. You have a photo of yourself and a very short, nice description, how we can contact you, pricing, and a lot of great photos. So you did it.
Yeah, you nailed it. Normally we have a whole bunch of feedback and we'll tell you to do a bunch of things different.
Says Squarespace is totally awesome. It's by far the best option for anyone interested in building a clean and elegant website. I wholeheartedly recommend it.
Us too. And they are our sponsor, but they really do great work. If you want your own awesome Squarespace portfolio with tons of different templates, a free built-in store, it's pretty inexpensive. You can go to squarespace.com/Tony. Just try it out. Put your pictures up there. Make them look awesome. Send it to us for a review next week. And then if you like it, after a couple of weeks, use the coupon code portfolio and you can get yourself 10% off. Thank you, Squarespace.
Thanks, Squarespace.
I guess we should just look at some more pictures.
This is definitely sports. Never seen a more intense athlete in my life.
Yeah, they are ripped.
And the uniform is, I believe, a Playboy bunny. Oh, cool.
Yeah, the crop feels a little weird to me because it's so close to the knee. Could always shoot a little bit wider. I'm just going to try to move quickly because we have so many pictures. This is an awesome shot. We have so much altitude there, so much height. You could probably crop in a little bit from the left and right on top. Dang.
What?
She is looking intense. I kind of wish that
So cool.
they were like in action, you know, like on the trail.
She's just taking a break.
Yeah.
We all need to rest. Close-up shot. Interesting idea.
Oh, good. Some portraiture. I was hoping for this.
Yeah, like a studio. What's the sport, though? That's not very clear to me. I see an athletic body. Maybe it's just like a fitness shot. I like
Yeah,
that,
it could just be a fitness shot.
I like that you raised the highlights. That's nice.
Yeah.
A very cheery surfer. I like his little smile.
Yeah, you could even crop in on that some too. Get a little closer. But great shot. I love the splashes.
Wow.
This is perfect. You got low. You want to see somebody jumping. You want to see them go above the line of the horizon so we actually perceive that height.
Yeah.
The lower you get, the easier that is. So perfectly done. Another awesome surfing shot. Like, see how it's nice and tight and it fills the frame. The color of that water, just gorgeous. You froze the motion of the water with that 1/800th of a second shutter speed. That was perfect. Good job.
Bentley.
All right. Some motorsports.
It's not really an action. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Some dancing.
Dang, that guy is intense.
Oh, yeah. Dancers, they get loco. You don't even want to mess with them.
Yeah, I guess not. Whoa.
You got a good expression and... His fist.
I've never felt that intense about anything in my life.
No. Look at the two matching girls in the back. They steal the show. We've got some weird blurring here, but that's a good way, I guess, to get rid of these distractions. He's definitely on his head. That's very interesting. Whoa. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's a good frame, an exciting frame. I mean, take lots of shots and pick the best frame. Might have been cool to see a little bit of eye contact or something, but I know you don't always get to pick your angle when you're shooting water.
Oh, so this is actually going very fast, but it's so frozen, it's hard to see the speed. If you used a slightly slower shutter speed, then we could see those wheels spin.
Yeah.
Wow, this seems like an impossible task. Still a sport, right? Question.
Yeah, I feel like it is. I would just
It's
kind of
not.
watch the distractions, try to simplify it. You don't think, oh, okay, well, dog running, is that a sport?
Dog.
People just know.
I mean, that's athletic. It's athletic.
Make sure you get a white point in there.
Where are his eyes? Like, how bright do you have to go before you can see his little eyeballs?
I like that. It's like a polar
That's
bear
from last
attacking.
week's show right there.
Yeah. Man, this guy is intense. Scared of him. Clearly ferocious. Ooh, nice. See this movement, so I know that they're going so fast. We get like snow kicked up, but they're still pretty sharp there. Felix, I'm going to give you a pick, bud.
Yeah, it's the panning in the trees.
And-
It conveys so much motion. Again, with
Yeah.
the shutter speed, this is such an important factor.
I love it.
There's no one right answer. You just have to experiment with it.
That's so funny.
And there you're at 1/1000th, and I feel like you could have gotten this at 1/250th, maybe 1/400th, and you would have gotten a lower ISO, and you could have shown a little bit of motion in there. But I mean, the star of the show is definitely his intensity, so that worked pretty well. You
feel
didn't clip off into the edges, nice tight crop.
I feel like basketball has the worst lighting. It's always that
Yeah.
terrible yellow color.
Indoor sports are so tough.
Wow.
Dang,
Olympian.
cats are amazing. Right?
Athletics. I do love like the blur, and then you managed it. Whoa,
Chels,
I went too far.
too deep.
I like it.
Good shot, Mika.
Oh, I wish those people weren't there.
Yeah, we just got to
They
watch that
ruined it.
background.
You go tell those people.
Oh man.
I'm not athletic, but my toys are.
No. I feel like
Okay.
Chris with his Transformers collection, I think we all
Chris.
pretty much knew you weren't athletic. You didn't need to say.
I don't want to judge Chris, but just you could go for a walk. No, I like it. You thought outside of the box. Your Transformers are playing basketball. I see a hoop behind them as well.
Yeah, that's fun.
You're
He went
fully
out
committed.
and actually set up a little athletic shot. Good exercise.
A skeleton racer is the coolest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, I see some, like they're off the ground a little bit. That's pretty cool. I wish it conveyed a little more motion. Maybe a slower shutter speed would have
Yeah.
helped. Oh, this is great. I don't have the metadata, but the
Look at his
dust being
teeth.
kicked up. Awesome dental
so
work on that
cute.
horse.
I love it. He's so intense and such a goofball.
I wish I could have seen the eyes on the jockey, but overall the shot's awesome. Yeah, there's something about the color, right?
The color's just a little too green.
You know, I'm going to give it a pick. I think it's a great shot.
You do what you believe in, Tony.
I believe that deserves a pick.
Oh my gosh, I like this. He is messed up. Why is the zoom so extreme? What is happening? 8-1. That's too much, Lightroom.
Yeah, I like that shot. But he's the loser. The other guy is winning. I
Yeah,
kind of
but-
wish we're missing the key part of the story here.
But sometimes the loser's the more interesting one. Maybe the winner wasn't all like messed up like this. So let's just see before and after. I don't know what happened. Okay. Wow. Good colors. Those people that jog even in the snow, I admire them.
Yeah, I drive right past them and just give them a thumbs up. Like, okay.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Wow. Once again, I think we should raise the white point a little bit. Just brighten that whole thing up.
Once again, I just feel like the colors are very green.
I kind of wish it was aligned more with the hurdle. Like, they're just so far away from it.
It looks like he's going to come down on top of the hurdle.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like he's jumping too early?
I don't know. But I like this picture. I like all of the lines in the
nice,
background.
simple background.
This would be me, like,
Oh,
guys,
no.
help.
What happened? I feel so bad for her. Oh, she just handed off a baton. She's just...
Oh, I thought she was just dying from running.
Yeah, I don't know why she's the focal point and not the lead racer, but that is where all our eyes went.
Any questions, Chris? Comments? Any
Yeah.
support?
The question is, and I've seen this several times, but this particular person, Matt, was saying he's extremely shy, but he loves doing portraits of people, especially street photography. But when it comes down to it, and somebody asks him a question, it just freezes up, and he just can't think of anything to say. Is there any way that any hints or tips to overcome that, so that you can actually interact with people on the street and get pictures?
I know you guys aren't going to believe it because I'm so mouthy on the show all the time, but I'm actually really shy when I meet strangers when I'm doing street photography. It's so hard for me to break someone's personal space because the thought of offending them or making them uncomfortable just makes me cringe. I just want to run away. And I found that just being open and genuine works for me. So, just an example, I saw a woman and she was dressed in all pink, matching pink outfit in front of a purple building. And I just pointed my camera at her and I just smiled and I said, "Your outfit looks so nice. Can I take a picture?" And she just got a huge grin on her face because I think she knew I was genuine and we had this genuine connection. And I just said like, "Oh, how are you?" And, she was like, "Oh, I'm fine. Thank you." And she even held up her matching purse. And, even though she was kind of posing, it was still very candid looking because she was just very much in the moment. And you can kind of read when people are comfortable with you or not. And it can just help to just be more of a person than a photographer at that point and just kind of try to have that genuine connection. And another thing that I learned from my street photography video with Ira Block is you can just look for a background and wait for someone to walk into it. And if you're already parked in that spot and a bunch of people are coming through, they don't feel like you're invading their space. They feel like you're already a part of the place that they're walking into. So if you're just taking picture, and an interesting person happens to be right where you want them in the frame, that's fine. I found that people just ignore you. They think, "Oh, they're just taking pictures of this spot and I'm walking through." You'll get a couple people that look great and they'll try to crouch down and go around and you're like, no, you look great. Just keep walking. But yeah, so you can either use that method or you can just try to have that genuine interaction with people, and a lot of people are fine with it. Sometimes people just say no and then you can walk away.
And can I just give some advice as a recovering shy person? I used to be just painfully shy.
Oh, a shy person in recovery?
Yeah, if you can force yourself to talk to someone 5 times, it gets so much easier. Like if you just want to ask somebody for coffee or something, just if you ask 5 people for coffee, the 6th time isn't a problem at all.
Yeah, because it's shy. It's like social anxiety.
Yeah, it is. And you force yourself to do it and then you realize, oh, it was no big deal. You can also kind of mentally confront what you think the worst case scenario is. And the worst case scenario is never that they're going to pull out a bat and beat you to death or something. The worst case scenario is maybe they're a little bit uncomfortable and then they forget about it in a few seconds and it was no big deal.
Yeah.
So talk to yourself, tell yourself nothing could possibly go wrong here that would be any big deal. I'm going to do this. No matter how it turns out, it's going to be okay. And I promise when you go take pictures I've taken pictures of hundreds of people in the street and I'm still shy about it, but nothing terrible has ever happened to me. You will get through it. You just have to force yourself a few times.
And one more tip, go with your outgoing friend. Because you can go with a friend, another photographer, and if they're super outgoing, you can kind of watch them and learn.
And you'll see that they don't get beaten to death.
Yeah, and you see that it works out okay for them, and you can get pictures while they're getting pictures, and then you can kind of just observe their skills, and you can try them on your own.
Maybe start with like street performers, people who, give them a couple of bucks and they don't mind.
Yeah.
That was a great question. That definitely had us thinking.
Yeah.
Kawaboli took a picture.
Another question, and I've seen this several times. People want to know, is there any plans for an upcoming Wanderlust?
We still have Wanderlust in the can from last May. So we have to get that edited and out, and then we'll think about that. Oh no, we lost Chris.
Oh. Kawaboli sent in this bike festival picture, and I think it's awesome. Normally, you'd put something in the ground, in the foreground.
I'm glad they didn't,
distance,
because he's flying to his dreams.
There is some weird editing artifacts. I think they edited something out, so just be real careful about that.
I'm going to give him a pick. I like this.
Yeah, it was a good concept.
Whoa. Whoa, you're supposed to carry the football. Oh,
yeah, sorry, I wanted to go back to this.
Whoa.
Broke his bat in half. That's pretty cool.
That's a good moment to catch.
I wish we'd been on the other side, though, so we kind of see their expressions, but...
I thought he was carrying a baby, but it's just forced perspective.
There we go.
Hi, Chris. Welcome back. I was so confused.
Sorry.
Do you see it?
And it just looks like a football to me, but...
I thought he had a tiny man. See the guy in pink in the background?
Oh.
A blow-up doll.
Oh, this guy's casual. Okay, very cool. Ooh, gonna give you a pick. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that shot a lot. It really tells a story.
Some parkour.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it needs to be brighter, or does the silhouette work for you?
Just want to bring up.
Yeah, maybe even just
That's
selectively
also
dodge him up. And
That's what my abs look like.
yeah,
Ew. I like that. I'm gonna give you a pick. Ah,
wow.
intense swimming. Very nice.
Yeah, good shot. Oh, but I think there might be contact there, and I think we just need to see that contact, so you might have to think about your
This is so
angle.
tough.
We also have these distractions in the background, so crop might help that.
Why did they do the sport also in an all-white room?
Yeah, right? You want a little separation?
Who do we talk to about that? Oh,
Dang.
boy. Oh, Lord.
That's a really fun shot. I like that she has a happy expression. I think it's a really cool shot. What do you think? You're going to do that, Chelsea?
Nope. I always get invited to those things. And people try to sell me, they're like, you get electrocuted, and then there's an ice pool, and then there's a mud pit. I'm like, I don't, why are you thinking I want to do that?
I just wanted to crop it down a little bit, not the.
Well, he's flexible.
But great moment, good shot. Whoa! I thought this was zoomed in. It's like,
Oh, we just reviewed his portfolio. Charles.
what's the sport?
Yep, you got me.
I don't know. Whoa, you get it.
Yeah, good look of intensity. You got the ball in there. That's
Yeah.
a great tennis shot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stretching.
we should be a little closer to him.
I like the time is in there. Good expression.
Yeah.
Good light. I'll give you a pick. You did it. Whoa. Incline.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool angle.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that before. I just wish it's a good shot, but he looks so bored with the whole process.
Well, he is. He's been doing this a long time.
But he got
Okay.
some awesome quads.
This is great. They do a run.
Yeah, you got nice and low. I think that helped it out a lot. Maybe if there were a little more motion in it. Watch that shutter speed. Maybe get a little slower so we can see a little bit of the motion blur. Try to pan along with him.
I like the idea of a sailing shot, but it is a very gloomy day.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is awesome. Yeah. That's a great
Very
shot.
cool. Let's give that a pick.
Yeah, that
I have a lot of
definitely
picks.
deserves it.
Whoa. You guys, stop submitting so many good pictures. You're making it hard on Chris. Nice expression. I like that you're on the field. You're not supposed to bring a camera there. Some rugby. I like that. Aw. Where's his
The
friends?
saddest soccer
This is
player
so
ever. The
sad.
last soccer player. What happened?
He probably cheated. This is beautiful.
It is, yeah.
I'll give it a pick. It's like a portrait, kind
It's
of.
moody.
Oops, I ruined it. Oh, the start of the race. Okay. Oh my gosh, little kid soccer, so cute. Are they
Yeah.
all on the same team?
Yeah, but when they're little kids, they don't even. Oh, dang!
Whoa.
You get a pick. This shot is awesome. Look at that. That was the perfect shutter
Yep.
speed. They definitely had to go
Those
up
are
and down.
smart.
They're at f14, so it's hard to shoot that slow in such bright light. But that spin on the wheels and
Action.
that pan, like you can see that they're panning with it.
Pick.
Because look at the background. Oh yeah, I gave it a pick right away. Perfect exposure. You nailed it.
Wow. I like that she's got her feet off the ground, but it's so bright.
Yeah, there's no real shadow
wish she
beneath
were
her, so
here.
it's hard to see. And yeah, she's against this building. If you were just over a little bit to the left,
I still
and
like it so much.
closer.
5 stars.
Oh,
Wow, we got a lot of
That's a good intense
pictures.
shot. Yeah, and these are great
Ooh.
shots too.
Great puddle shot.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a very cool creative shot. Good work. Dang, that's perfect. I love the expression
This
on
is
the ball
all his
there.
spit? Okay.
Oh man,
Jeez.
I
That's
like the guys in the background looking at him.
Wow. Look at that. Horse is ripped.
Yeah, and they got the. Oh, I like this. Really slow shutter speed for an interesting effect. Cool shot.
There's some intensity. Look at his fingers are just releasing the ball.
Maybe a little more space around the ball.
Pick. I can't stop picking. The ropes. Look at that beautiful light. I love how the ropes are intersecting.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one a pick.
That's a great shot.
Great fitness
Gus.
shot.
Gus, really got it going on. This is an old-timey buggy race.
Pony carriage contest. That is a sport I did not know about.
We are missing out on so much. Great.
Oh, this is a great football shot. You can see them all going for the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit lower. Get a little lower. I wouldn't even mind seeing more of the players in the background, but great shot.
It doesn't have to be.
You're clearly very close, so I appreciate you keeping shooting, even though they might have crashed into you seconds later.
Ooh, jousting.
That's not a sport I've shot before.
He's a little...
Oh, we got to get that white point in there. Make sure that those waves are nice and bright.
Wow. I wish that woman weren't like, come on, lady.
Yeah, it might be a
stand
better
somewhere
story
better.
from the side. Look at the power of that slow shutter speed. 1/60th, man. It adds that little bit of motion, makes it so much more interesting.
I like the
So
processing
much more
too.
dynamic, yeah.
He's a space captain. Wow.
Yeah, we got to get him up in space a little bit, though.
Oh my gosh. I like her expression. His expression. Doesn't matter. Like the horse is very alert.
Yeah, great shot.
Slaw eating contest.
Oh my, that is the worst food I'd want to eat in a contest.
Oh,
That's
I'm learning
slaw.
so much this week.
Why
for
would
sure. Well,
Oh man.
he won? He doesn't seem happy about it.
No one wins in a slaw eating contest.
No. I don't know that I could watch that.
Ah,
I like the eye contact there.
yeah, really nice. I can't watch those food competitions. They really gross me out. This is incredible. I love the lighting. Really pretty.
Yeah, the light and the color are really nice. Great shot.
Oh, interesting angle.
Yeah, could use a little more
So
motion.
many
Cut
great
off the
shots.
shutter speed.
Whoa.
That's an awesome shot. I love when you get
Oh.
nice and tight like that.
I also learned something
Good
like
shot,
when
Dan.
you're a swimmer, you turn your whole mouth to the side to breathe. See that?
Yeah, I like your simulation of it too. That was good.
Thank you.
Misfocus. Be sure to use a single autofocus point and try to keep it on your subject. I think it maybe focuses in the background.
What? This is
Oh, good.
awesome.
Fitness portrait.
A
Sportrait.
pic. A sportrait.
Maybe a little more dramatic with the lighting.
This would work
I
well
think
in
the
the
lighting's
color.
a little too soft, but it's so dramatically posed. She's got this like attitude that there are a little bit deeper shadows.
I wouldn't change anything.
Oh yeah. Well, like right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Again, good intensity. I think it might even be better like up here because I think that's where the whole story is. But great expression.
She has a good, if you go back to the audience here, she has a great expression. Like she looks surprised. She wants to see what happens. He does not look impressed. Distracted by the crowd. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice. Wow.
Yeah, just shoot a little wider. You have to anticipate when people are jumping where they're going to be jumping and just leave room up atop because you can't move the camera fast enough. Whoa, can I just look at the car again? This is like a little RC car,
Yeah,
I guess.
those are fun.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool shot. That must have been
Yeah.
hard.
Wow.
Is that a comp or just...
No, I think they're, wait.
I don't
They're
know.
all
I'm
in the
so
air.
baffled by this picture. And because there's no shadows, it's difficult to gauge their height.
Well, she has dark hair, so I think they're all just different people. Yeah, that was confusing. Oh, my gosh.
Man,
you were
this is
committed.
awesome. Yeah, I'm going to give a pick for both you and the runner for being out there in the rain.
So many great photos. Really intense. Roller derby.
That's awesome.
This is
The
beautiful.
sun on the shot.
Wow.
What?
This is awesome. Look at his expression. Okay, well, clearly this gets a pick. This is the best picture I've seen all night.
Oh, it's one of
Okay.
those strongmen. Oh, roughneck. Look how big that guy is.
He's
Oh
so
my
big.
God. What is,
That's,
he's
He's
pulling
pulling
a
the
truck.
truck behind him. Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's a tug of
not,
war.
you don't have to pull a truck. They have other things that do that.
I wish we could see his feet though, but I think it was intense.
Tony really likes feet, if you know what I mean.
No, that's not true. Don't make that a thing. Oh my God, what have you done? Things like that don't go away, Chelsea.
I
You're
know.
dead now.
I know. Rugby's intense. I've heard of people getting their ears ripped off. That's not the kind of sport I need.
Yeah,
But that's
they
a nice
make
photo.
American football players look really sissy, right?
Nice colors, but a butterfly isn't a sport.
That's a pretty cool shot. I wish you were down a little bit lower. Like there's so much room above her and so little room below her. Watch the edges of the frame.
Water polo?
Water polo?
Or,
I think so. Again, not like
I
a
don't
big
know.
thing in Pflugerville, Texas, but
Tony, not everything is about Pflugerville, Texas. This is great. I love their expressions. I got to give this a pick, of course.
what?
This is
I'm
not
just
a
disturbed that
sport.
it's on a leash. That's the same person as before.
Wow, Jim, that's really cool.
Yeah. Once again, I wish we had a little more room, and I think because it's a wide angle shot,
The light is beautiful.
it kind of distorts her foot. Like the foot in the foreground seems so big. Okay, it's kind of
Those are
casually
cool.
chilling.
Beach volleyball.
Yeah, I think with volleyball, you got to get a shot of them digging, right? Like kicking up the sand.
Wow.
Ringside wrestling in a brewery.
Okay.
Okay, that
I like
sounds
the
a
life
good
you're living.
combination.
Dang, these people are intense. Wow, that's a great shot.
Oh, the confetti there really makes it. I wish
Oh,
so
sorry.
much wish that this guy's head wasn't in there.
You know, what do you have against him?
That. Okay. Oh, that's a great shot. Maybe like the next frame, but I like that.
Bouldering.
Oh, that's a super fun shot. I love everybody's
Great
expression.
colors and expressions.
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, wow, we got a lot of submissions. Oh, I liked this one.
Yeah, that's an awesome shot, Carl.
I'm gonna
Good
give
job.
that a pick. I'm
Get a
sorry,
pick.
Chris. So many picks, but I just didn't know it would be never ending like this.
That's awesome.
This is a lonely sport. Whoa. Martial
Oh.
arts on the beach. Very cool. Ice fishing.
Mm-hmm. Just want a little eye contact from like one of them.
Okay.
Okay. I think we got through 2 imports. That's awesome.
Wow.
We looked at a lot of pictures today. People have got to be just absolutely thrilled with us.
So
They will have nothing critical to
Count
say
on it.
now
they
at
will
all.
not say anything bad.
Like,
and
you guys are
piggyback.
champs.
You guys, you did it. You did you had so many great pictures to share with us. So thank you. Just some Lightroom tips to remember. Try not to have a washed out photo. Look at your histogram and make sure, it's not all in the middle or that you're not peaking in the whites or crushing the blacks too much.
sdp.io/top tip. Whole video
Yes.
about it.
And join us next week when we'll be looking at your colors.
Colors. Yes.
Colors.
And can I just wrap it up with my own tip of the week?
Yeah.
With sports photography, check your shutter speed. There is no one right answer for the right shutter speed. I would start at 1/250th and then go up or down, take test shots of your subject at that distance and find some motion. Usually don't want to freeze motion. Usually want to show a little bit of motion. Pan with your subjects. And often the most dramatic shots are the slowest shots.
Chris and Justin, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet.
And thank you, Squarespace, for making this show possible. If you'd like to try your free portfolio, no credit card needed, go to squarespace.com/Tony and you can get 10% off by using the coupon code PORTFOLIO.
Thanks, Squarespace, and we'll see you guys in a week. We nailed that.
That is all.
Ta-da.
I feel tired. That was a lot.